in many, many cases, the refugees that we deal with have no paperwork that we can rely on. They have no passports. We have to take their word for it. In the past, we have, I think, exercised entirely too much good faith. And I think the things that we are looking at is, okay, if you don't have a passport, you have no proof of who you are, then we need to know some additional facts and figures about you.
All right, doesn't seem like an unreasonable request to a Middle East analyst, Michael Pregent. Michael, what do you make of that? I didn't even know that we really don't have much of a database or background on a lot of these refugees who are here, and not just refugees, but what do you make of what he's saying?
Well, it's very concerning. Thanks for having me on, Neil. It's very concerning. And as a general, General Kelly sees an enemy in that ISIS can use this lax refugee program that we have now to infiltrate. When he's talking about these 6 countries, we don't have a way to verify who they are. And in some cases, even when they do have passports, ISIS has actually stolen passport machines in Syria and in Libya and can actually forge official-looking documents to help people get into the country. Secretary Kelly's right to be concerned, and he's right to criticize that the courts are standing in the way. We should be able to look at individuals that are coming in. And I keep saying unwed military-age males from these regions. That should be the focus. And in some cases, widows.
You know, much of the problems we've seen abroad, particularly in London, have come from those who were refugees themselves or the children of refugees. Here, not as much, but still a potential problem. And the Secretary seems to be saying that could be the new wave of trouble, right?
Yeah, it's a potential. ISIS has said we're going to use the refugee crisis to infiltrate the West, to include the United States. So it's not a far-fetched idea. You know, we should be looking at this. It's very important to look.
But I thought we did screen these people. That was what the Obama folks kept saying. They've been thoroughly vetted and screened. Right.
They said there's a 2-year process, for every Syrian refugee coming into the United States. That's for refugees with passports. That's for refugees with paperwork. The ones that simply don't have it, how do you vet them? How do you vouch for them? Now, there are, again, families. I'm sympathetic to a woman, you know, a wife, a husband, and children coming to this country. But if you're an unwed military-age male that doesn't have documentation coming from one of these countries, we need to have extreme vetting. We need to put our Iraqi translators and Afghan translators that helped us find al-Qaeda and root them out. Partner them with DHS, partner them with law enforcement, partner them with the intelligence community. They'll be the ones to be able to spot the character traits that would lead us to think that they might be sympathetic to an ISIS cause or sympathetic to ISIS itself.
Impressionable, to say the least. Michael Pregent, thank you very, very much. Good seeing you again.
Thanks for